before I get this speaker on, so okay, here we go. Gani, love you. Gani is working for us in United States. He is saying, I'm ready. If anybody wants to export, give me data. मैं एक हाथ जोड़ के सबको बोलता है opportunities देखिए. Right, people are depending on you, business people, for their employment. Jobs are being lost because owners are not moving, and owners should move. Move either with the help of professionals and take professional advice and keep moving. A request है सबसे. Today, my knowledge partner is Mr. Amber. मैं उसके आगे कुछ नहीं लिखूंगा. I will not say sales consultant or anything because he is a business coach. So he can talk on sales if you want, which I've told him. He can talk on HR if you want. Why? Because he is a business coach. And I met him in Religare, who was doing very well in Mumbai. He left Mumbai because he didn't like the traffic. He said, बहुत हरी भरी होता है यहाँ पे life. He settled in a tier 2 city in India, right? And today the gentleman is a very big name in that tier 2 city. And he does work for MNCs. And उनका घर पे मेरा, I've gone and stayed in his house. So when I went to Indore, he gave me 2 options. Sir, either आप होटल में मैं रखता हूँ या मेरे घर पे. मैं बोला अरे आई के साथ तो बेस्ट है, आपके साथ ही रहेगा. And I stayed there. Very big house, and he's very comfortable. And he advises, right, MNCs. He advises them on business coaching, sales में करते हैं. That is why Mr. Amber के आगे मैं कुछ नहीं डाल रहा हूँ. Last time मैंने डाला था sales, लेकिन according to me he can do anything. And this is his second session with us. Right? Yes, this is all Hunger Collective. I am in the best phase of my life. 1.4 lakh families have benefited thanks to my students. 1.4 lakh families have been benefited because of Karamveer, because of Anjay ji, because of Saurav Agarwal. Right? These are the 2 ladies. Lady power. Rajshri Sai, Aslesha. Right? Both. Rajshri Sai is an MBA CS technocrat. She is now in Chennai fulfilling her domestic duties. Helping her mother get operated in the knee. Ashlesha is a very young lady, just married 1.5 years back. They did this entire Hunger Collective. उन्होंने पूरा drive किया. आप जो भी donation दे रहे हो, वो जिसको पहुंच रहा है उसका फोटो आ जाता है आपको. तो आपने क्या दिया है? You gave 200 rupees ना, देखो इनको खाना मिला है. आपने क्या दिया? आपने 200 rupees दिया, देखो इनको खाना मिला है. और पूरा proof के साथ आपको मिल जाता है. 1.4 lakh families. Individually आप 200 रुपया दे सकते हैं, क्योंकि बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं यहाँ पे, दे सकते हैं. उससे ज्यादा मत दीजिए. स्पॉन्सरशिप चाहिए 10,000 का. और स्पॉन्सरशिप ये आया गनी का ये गनी सेंटर्स टू बी. सो गनी सेज you all are the superhero, right? You are getting your teams back, you are getting good decisions, you are pushing the boundaries, and these students are making, these are the people who have made magic happen. Who are these students? They are sponsored. Saurav Agarwal, Akshay Kalyanpur, Gani, Pai Brothers, Ketan Shah sir, Manas Shah sir, Micha bhi Tukram बोल रहे थे, right? आज आए रहेंगे, कल खत्म हुआ वो. Yogesh Real Estate Group, Saili Parekh, Exports, Jay Shah sir, Virtual Accountant, Sonia, right? Rikshit into sarees, dress materials, Meba, right? Preschool, Shah Family, Millen Engineers, right? Orissa se Bachcha, right? Raj Duplicates, Simarpreet, Chandigarh, SS Techno, Pune, Prasad, right? Sunanda, Mumbai, waterproofing, best waterproofing company, cheapest cost, best results. So I'm advertising for Sunanda, cheapest cost, best results. Please contact me. I'll put you to Manjarekas. Then you do it with discussion about yourself. Manoj More, Orissa again, doing very well. My most respected person, Anjay ji, right? Ranchi, खुद का बिजनेस भी चलाते हैं, 21 साल से लोगों को हेल्प भी करते हैं. कल जब भी बात किया तो बोला मैं आई एम हेल्पिंग समबडी इन द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी टैरिफ, एकदम इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल बढ़ गया इधर, तो मैं उनको हेल्प कर रहा हूँ, बिकॉज ही इज अ पार्ट ऑफ दैट कमिटी, राइट? दिखने में सर ये लोग सब बहुत हम्बल है, बट दीज आर सुपर अचीवर्स. बिकॉज ऑफ दम इंडिया रॉक्स. अंजय जी वापस एक बार रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ, डेटा दीजिए, मुझे स्टार्ट करना है सर टेलीग्राम में बिजनेस. अभी बहुत हो गया बैंकिंग और नॉलेज शेयरिंग, अभी बिजनेस होना चाहिए सर जी. Pratik, Bangalore, NCPL, respected George sir, his son Vismay, George sir, right? Hiranya, daughter Annie George, festivals, viral, not in any place, all over India, because number 2 seller on Amazon and Flipkart, right? And they have launched a wonderful, wonderful mask, forest creators, right? Krishna group of companies in salt, they are looking for distributors all over India. If anybody is interested in this, please contact Krishna, talk to them. They are looking for distributors, right? And they are doing pretty well. Krishna group of companies, Hiten group, garments, textiles, doing well. He helped me start the Telegram group. Anybody into garment industry, please get in touch with Hiten Group. Yes, this is the group from Sudarshan ji. Why specially I am showing them is very simple. He donated 70,000 rupees on his father's 70th birthday. He donated 70,000 rupees. So specially I'm drawn two slides because his way of celebrating the 70th birthday of his father was to donate 70,000 rupees to Hunger Collective and say, sir, लोगों को खाना खिलाओ, हम तो नहीं कर सकते, आप कीजिए. So special slide for him. He especially said logistics. किसी को भी logistics support चाहिए. आंध्र प्रदेश, तेलंगाना ये जगह पे logistics support चाहिए. Please get in touch with Sudarshan. Number नहीं तो मुझसे मांग के लेना, मैं touch करा देता हूँ. Then you all talk directly. Krishna Group, as I kept saying, they are looking for distributors. तो मुझे आपसे सबसे अपील है, if you are in distribution business, if you are looking at industrial salt, edible grade, etc., if you are interested, get in touch with me. I'll put you on to Krishna Group, right? अपना ही बच्चा है, right? He is my kid. I can easily connect Damodar to you all. This is Hunger Collective. March 2020 it was formed, and then it kept on going, and today it has reached all over India. And I'm the most happiest. When everybody is complaining about COVID, COVID has helped me. I thank coronavirus for helping me do this, which I would never have done in my life. I thank coronavirus publicly for helping me do this. Because there was always something that I wanted to do, but I was always reluctant because मुझे खुद का शक्ति पता नहीं था. वो भी बाहर आ गया. Okay, so I'm actually saying all of you, I thank this challenging times that they could get me out. So whenever I die, I can look back and say, कुछ तो करके गया यार मैं भी. These are the people we have benefited. Again, I appeal, individual students, 200 रुपया बेटे, एक फैमिली खाना खाएगा एक हफ्ते के लिए. 10,000 का स्पॉन्सरशिप मेरे बच्चों ने दे दिया. सुपर 2 व्हाट्सएप दिखाऊंगा. Then I give it to अंबर जी. ये मस्ट व्हाट्सएप मुझे मिला कि what does Lord Ganesha stand for? Beautiful. तो मेरे को लगा बच्चों से शेयर करना चाहिए क्योंकि बच्चे भी है इधर, बड़ों को तो पता ही है, राइट? बॉन्ड्स ऑफ अटैचमेंट एक बार याद रखना, बच्चे नहीं बिजनेस वालों को बोलते हैं डू योर कर्मा यार, बाकी भगवान देख लेता है. विजडम, more listening, concentration, less talking, very important. A good listener sometimes is the best leader is sometimes the best leader is invariably a good listener. Dr. Parimal Marchand, my boss, मीटिंग में ज्यादा बात ही नहीं करेंगे. I'll give you an example now. हमारा एक कलीग का हस्बैंड का जॉब चला गया. मीटिंग में ऐसा बोला, जूम मीटिंग में, and all of us said sorry, अरे बहुत बुरा लगा. I tried for her in 3 places. मैं सॉरी भी बोला, ट्राई भी किया, मैं सक्सेसफुल नहीं हुआ. परिमल सर कुछ बोला ही नहीं, पूरा मीटिंग में कुछ नहीं बोला. कल परिमल सर ने वो आदमी को, मुनावर जी को जॉब दिला दिया. Less talking, more work. Dr. Parimal Marchand, Dr. Shrikant, my gurus. But then I went into understanding what is this word Michhami Dukhanam means. हमेशा सुनते हैं क्या है क्या. This answer was given by my colleague Mr. Kamlesh Jain, who also has come on this channel and explained strategy in business. He said the word Shama does not mean repenting faults. Shama means forgiving others and forgiving yourself too. It's not repenting, forgiving, because you are unconscious and others are unconscious. Forgiveness brings awareness to you. So I just take 30 seconds more. Yesterday I went and met Professor Jay Shankar, whose rap on finance has been a super hit, right? And his father told me something. There are 4 things which is important whenever you do life, and out of that, Shama, किसी को क्षमा करना ना वो सबसे बड़ा काम है. So very difficult. बाकी आप काम करो, दान करो, अन्नदान करो, नाम दान करो, श्रम दान करो, लेकिन क्षमा दान ना बहुत कम जन कर सकते हैं. So let's say if Amberji has done something wrong to me, उनको forgive करना वो मेरे लिए बहुत difficult होता है. जब भी वो level में आप पहुंचोगे ना, right, as Jaishankar sir's father said, then you are a real human being. That is what is this Michhami Dukhanam, right? Again, I am saying Michhami Dukhanam to all of you all. Yes, here we go. Today's speaker, right? And again, today I have requested he can talk about strategy if you want. I said, I want you to talk about how to convert these challenging times into an opportunity, because Sunday session, students are also there, business people are also there. You can't take too much of business. ऐसा कुछ बता रहा कि ये मेरे छोटा बच्चा है, उसको भी हेल्प होना चाहिए. वो मेरा उधर करमवीर बैठा है, उनको भी हेल्प होना चाहिए. Dr. Vinod Nair anyway is a blessed soul. he also should be able to get something that he can pass. By the way, all of you all remember Dr. Vinod Nair was on the same panel 3 Sundays back. That's the same gentleman. I present to you today my respected colleague Amberji. Amberji, as all of you all know, has come earlier, right? He is already associated with various institutions. I will just take 2 minutes before I give it to you all. I just want to give Amberji's profile, short profile, right? He's already attached with all these firms. Uh, I want to just tell you that his organizations has been clearly mentioned. Along with his organization, he's also professionally associated with CII, Young Indians, Indore Management Association, Life Insurance Roundtable, right? Life Insurance Agency. He was invited to address the WTO Public Forum in 2017 at Geneva, Switzerland. So he has gone to Switzerland and he has addressed WTO, as all of you all know, is World Trade Organization. He has gone there, but he also says, "Ye sab acha tha, sir." But what he enjoys most is two things. He is training under 16, under 19, under 23 cricket teams. Unko he loves that, and he is also training the Madhya Pradesh Police Department. तो अंबर जी बोलते हैं जेनीवा गया हो, ठीक है सर, लेकिन जो देश के लिए मैं कर रहा हूँ ना, क्रिकेटर्स और पुलिस के लिए, ये आप बताना, ये मेरे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. मैं बोला आपके लिए वो इंपॉर्टेंट है, लेकिन हमारे लिए ये इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप जेनेवा गए एंड यू रिप्रेजेंटेड इंडिया देयर. ओवर टू यू अंबर जी, ऑलवेज अ प्लेजर.
Let me, partners, begin our session today by praying to Lord Ganesha by saying Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Partners, I'm sure hum sab log, we all in India, we worship God, Lord Ganesha as the, Vignaharta or the Sukhakarta. So what I really want all of us to play, to pray to Lord Ganesha that, he brings in what we best know him for. हमारी सृष्टि पर जो वर्तमान में विघ्न चल रहा है उसे वो हरें और सारी पूरी दुनिया के लिए सुख की कुछ चीज लेके आए. अनिल सर, आपने थोड़ी देर पहले मिच्छामी दुक्कडम यू सेड, प्रोबेबली हमारे यहाँ संस्कृत में देर आर लॉट ऑफ वर्सेस अवेलेबल. एक श्लोक है संस्कृत का जो ये कहता है नरस्याभरणम रूपम रूपस्याभरणम गुणः गुणस्याभरणम ज्ञानम ज्ञानस्याभरणम क्षमा. So it says that the ornament of man is his look. The ornament of looks is the wisdom he has, and the final ornament of any wisdom is his ability to forgive. So I really believe we are a very profound civilization, and there are a lot of things. Sir, narasya bharanam रूपम, it means जो पुरुष है या महिला, नर नारी, इन दोनों के आभूषण जो है वो उनका रूप है. I mean, if you look beautiful, you don't need any jewelry or any modern designer outfits. Somebody who's born beautiful will look beautiful. Narasya bharanam रूपम रूपस्या bharanam guna. So in case if you are beautiful, then probably you need to have some virtues as well, some character, some quality. So somebody who merely looks beautiful, his ornaments will be his behavior, his virtues, his character, his ability. Narasya bharanam rupam rupasya bharanam guna gunasya bharanam jnanam. So if you have some character, you have some ability, then you can adorn it with knowledge. And jnanasya bharanam kshama. So if you are a knowledgeable person, you will eventually land up forgiving, anybody and everybody. So like you said, it is the final level of, attainment that you get post acquisition of knowledge. So partners, before I begin today, let me solicit kshama from you. मैं आप तमाम लोगों से क्षमा इसलिए नहीं मांग रहा हूं कि मैं जैन हूं या ऐसी कोई बात है. I think I have a myopia. While I say that I have a myopia, yes, my myopia is all about something that I do. And जैसा आपने सुना होगा कि सावन के अंधे को हर तरफ हरियाली नजर आती है ना. यार मुझे I have a sales myopia. So मुझे दुनिया की कई सारी समस्याओं का solution, I find that the solution to any problem anywhere in the world probably could be rooted through something that I know, because there's only one thing that I know, and which is sales. Partners, can you tell me how many of you have ever been in love? यार कितने लोगों को ना प्यार हुआ है? because I really believe that somebody who has never fallen in love is is just unfortunate, because this is such an amazing feeling, such an amazing feeling. यार अगर आपको प्यार नहीं हुआ ना तो जिंदगी में कुछ अधूरा है. और मैं ये इसलिए कह रहा हूँ क्योंकि प्यार में एक बहुत ही अमेजिंग पावर होती है. Love, if you must have read that book called Chicken Soup for the Couple's Soul, the book says that there's only one 4-letter word which can move mountains. And you know what? I seriously believe more in it compared to any other religious scripture. I really believe that there's just this 4-letter word, love, which can move mountains. And why do I say that? Why do I say that? Yeah, if you see, when people say that they are passing through a lot of troubled times, आई थिंक एक उर्दू का शेर है, मैं आप लोगों को सुनाता हूं. मुझे पता नहीं आप लोगों में से कितने लोग उर्दू अप्रिशिएट करते हैं, लेकिन चूंकि आज संडे है, हम लोग थोड़ा संडे मूड में बात कर सकते हैं. बारिश का माहौल है, एंड रेनी सीजन एज दे से, आशिकी का, रोमांस का, प्यार करने का मौसम है. मैं आपको ये शेर जो सुनाना चाहता हूँ, वो शेर कुछ इस तरह से था कि एक साहब है, वो ये कहते हैं, मुझे उन तमाम मुश्किलों से मोहब्बत है जिन मुश्किलों की तुमसे निस्बत है. I mean, the writer says, I love all those hardships which are connected to you. So, partners, that is what love can do to you. प्यार में कोई आदमी कभी अकेला नहीं होता, कभी तन्हा नहीं होता. आप सोच के देखिएगा, अगर किसी भीड़ में, किसी महफिल में, किसी मजलिस में अगर कोई शख्स अकेला बैठ के कोने में मुस्कुरा रहा हो, तो आप समझ सकते हैं कि ये शख्स वो है जिसे प्यार हुआ है. Because, love is something that can convert your solitude into, महफिल्स. Why am I saying this? अभी आप सोच के देखिएगा, let me connect to what I am trying to tell you. I have a daughter. I don't know whether you know or not. Anil sir knows it. मेरी बेटी है. Now she's 16-17 years of age. She's congenitally blind. She has got major neural deficit. So there's not much that as parent, as father, that we can expect from her. But trust me, in case if there would have been somebody else's daughter like this, शायद मैं सिर्फ ना I could have just had shown some kind of sympathies. I don't know whether I would have really been able to, do anything beyond. But trust me, when the daughter is my own, when Arya is my child, I love her. And in any adversity, any problem, any issue related to Arya is immaterial. I mean, I can never say, यार कि Arya के साथ की इतनी सारी problems है, तो let me, I think let us put her into some kind of a hostel. I mean, my wife at times, when she tells me to be practical and, see to it that in future when we grow old, how will Arya be able to, we'll be able to handle her. I still believe, until and unless I can handle it individually on my own, I'll never let Arya go to any hostel beyond my, मेरी नजरों के बाहर तो नहीं जाने दूंगा. I mean, that is what it is. मुझे उन तमाम मुश्किलों से मोहब्बत है जिनकी तुमसे निस्बत है. And when I say this, boss, talk about the soldiers who are, on the Indian borders. I mean, it could be 52 degrees in Rajasthan or a minus 36 degree at Siachen. Just because they love the motherland, they are there and they keep fighting. They don't look at adversity. So when I look at the COVID situation and people invite me to talk about how to find ways out from this adversity, I really believe यार adversity तब होती है जब आप किसी चीज से प्यार नहीं करते हो. अगर आप किसी चीज से प्यार करते हो तो फिर वो adversity नहीं है यार. Then it's a challenge. It's an opportunity to revisit your own abilities, revisit your own love, revisit your own passion. Just because that there is something passing through a tough phase, it just cannot be left that way. And that is the reason I said, I'm a lover. I'm an ardent lover of this amazing thing called selling. Because what I really believe is, whether SELL sale or SAIL sale or SALE sale, they are all attractive. So, partners, allow me to be a little myopic. I might sound stupid, but most of the lovers are. I mean, the moment you fall into love, that's the situation where where all the logics are defied. Logic ends, and beyond the logic, the love affair starts. And that's the reason why lovers never see that will it be possible or will it not be possible, irrespective of the fact that whomsoever you have fallen in love with. If you have ever experienced a love affair, you would say, "Boss, karna to yahi hai." Chahiye to yahi. You might have people telling you, "Yaar, isse achhi milegi," but then you don't surrender to that. You said, "Boss, chahiye yahi." So now, with this, let me connect to the topic of the day, because love affairs is something that I can keep talking on. I really believe life itself is a love affair. because in case when people keep telling you that be focused, be dedicated, be perseverant and all that. I mean, if you are in love affair, this all comes to you naturally. You don't need to go to any trainer or any coach or any strategist for this. The moment you are in love affair, you become focused, you become dedicated, you become innovative, you become persistent, you become hardworking, everything. But what I want to tell you today is, see, I understand these are, troubled waters. There was some article written sometimes back in the Economic Times, which was telling that, businesses are fighting for business continuity. So yes, I understand that these are troubled waters, but at the same point in time, let me take you let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Partners, by any chance, how many of you know who this lady is? In case if you know who this lady is, you can give me an answer in the chat box. You can give me an answer in the chat box who this lady is, and I'll wait for your answers. Or you can, in case if it allowed, yeah. So she is, Chirag said she is Arunima Sinha. Yeah. So partners, Arunima Sinha. Do you know why is Arunima Sinha famous? I mean, did we know who Arunima Sinha was before? Did the world know Arunima Sinha before 2011? My question is, did the world know Arunima Sinha before 2011? Well, Arunima Sinha is an Indian, volleyball player, represented the country for 7 times. You allow me to be honest, probably I would say that I hardly knew anything about Arunima Sinha prior to year 2011. But there's something very typical happened in the year, very typical happened. Let me tell you, I'm sure there's no fun repeating all the story, but then for the sake of the people who do not know what Arunima Sinha is, did undergo, it was in the year 2011. Arunima Sinha was traveling from some place to some place in UP, and there were some, local goons or some robbers who entered the train compartment where Arunima Sinha was traveling, and they were trying to rob people. Now, Arunima Sinha, being a sports person, she believed that she cannot, give a game to opponent without fighting. And she said fighting is what was taught to her. So she decided to combat the 4 or 5 males who were probably stronger built compared to her. And they had already started the fight. So, when Arunima Sinha started fighting against these robbers, and obviously, like it typically would happen, she was trying to fight a lone battle. Eventually, the 4 men got better of her, and just because they were not very happy, some lady kind of trying to combat them, they threw her out from the moving train. And when Arunima Sinha was threw out from the moving train, unfortunately, she fell on the track by side. And before she could realize, there was another passing train which chopped off her feet. And Arunima Sinha, who was a basketball player, she did lie there on the railway tracks almost 2.5 hours unconscious. I mean, that is what her submission about it is. We cannot kind of dispute it, but only when she recovered her senses, she found herself at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Delhi. There were a lot of people worried about her. The parents were worried about the fact that as a girl, will she be getting married now? As sports person, she was worried about the fact that will she be, she cannot play that sport again. I mean, how can you think of becoming a volleyball player with, your feet lost? Now, Arunima Sinha said that anybody and everybody who came to meet me was always talking to me in terms of, being very empathetic, or they were trying to console me as if everything is lost. Whereas Arunima Sinha said, I had a bloody different plan in my mind. When Arunima Sinha was about to be discharged from the hospital, she told her family she does not want to go back to UP where she stayed. She said she wants to go to Uttarakhand and meet Bachendri Pal. Now, Al Rise and Jack Trout, they tell us one rule in the marketing, that in case if you cannot be first, you create a category of your own. And Bachendri Pal, ladies and gentlemen, has exactly done the same. She's not the first woman to climb Mount Everest. She's not the first one to climb Mount Everest, but yes, she's the first Indian woman to climb Mount Everest. And Arunima Sinha decided that post her discharge from the hospital, that is All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Delhi, she'll go to Bachendri Pal. And why did she decide to go to Bachendri Pal? She decided to go to Bachendri Pal because she wanted to climb Mount Everest. Now, how is this for a stupid thought? I told you, people who are in love are stupid. They don't know any logic. They don't know any logic, because logic is something that makes you weak, and the emotions are something that make you strong. So Arunima Sinha was very, very emotional, very, very emotional of the fact that she said that all the people who are coming to me and telling me that it is the end of the road for me, I want to tell you that it is not the end of the road for me. In fact, the acclivity starts now. The uphill task starts now. And I think it is not the legs those climb the mountains. It is the mind that climbs the mountain. And people considered Arunima Sinha to be a fool. And they said, lady, you do not know what are you trying to do. But not only that, let me take you to this slide again. You would love reading more about this lady. Post 2011, when she was pushed from a train by robbers, by the year 2014, she had climbed almost 7 peaks all around the world. I mean, I don't know, not having graduated out of a great English medium school, I may not be the right man to pronounce all those European and African and South American words, but you can read them. In the year 2015, Government of India conferred upon Padma Shri Award, which is the 4th highest civilian award, to Arunima Sinha. And not only that, mind you, my friends, not only that, if you look at the next slide, this is something amazing. You know what? Arunima Sinha today, in the year 2019, has a net worth of around, $5 million. How's that for someone whom people said that, boss, lady, it is the end of the road for you. And I do not know any other volleyball player in the country, despite of the fact that he or she might have represented the country for many, many more years compared to Arunima Sinha, did ever make $5 million. Her last year's income was $1 million. And you know what? Arunima Sinha does whatever she does. I mean, she is one of the most sought after speakers today. She may not be very great with her linguistic abilities, but just the kind of attitude, just the kind of mindset that this lady has is outstanding. And that is the premise of my session today, that, coming out of adversities. I mean, there are a lot of people, there's a company which invited me one day to talk about crisis management. And I told them, till the age of 50 or till the age of 48 of my life as of now, I'm yet to come across a crisis, because I really believe that each and every situation is a unique situation. I mean, why do I call it a crisis? Come on. I mean, man by nature is fool. He wants it hot when it's cool. We all are funny creatures. When the God gives us somewhere around 45 degrees centigrade, we want an AC which can take us to 16 degrees. When God actually gives us 5-6 degrees, we want a bloody heater to take us again back to around 35-36 degrees. So the funniest part of it is, there are a lot of weak people who simply do not want to be in what they are. And I think the mindset where you do not want to be at the place where you are, that is where I consider, that is an adversity. So if you are in a situation which you do not like, it is an adversity. But if you are in a situation which you simply enjoy, there's nothing called adversity. I was watching a video of a gentleman called Mr. Akhilesh Yadav. Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, not the UP chief minister, my dear friends. He was one of the commandos who was part of the team that took part in the Tololing battle with the Kargil intruders. He said that, we at the Indian Army had an amazing tradition. We were supposed to write a letter to our family members, maybe wife, maybe sister, maybe brother, maybe parents, anyone. And this letter was, it started with a phrase that, जब तक आपके हाथों में एक खत पहुंचेगा, तब तक मैं दूर आसमान में परियों के बीच में बैठा रहूंगा. So the letter was personally handed over to the commanding officer, and the letter would be handed over to the family only if the officer was lost in action. Now, the army guys said that in any commando operation, if your percentage chances of survival are 2%, it is considered to be a great odd. So anything, more than 2%, I mean, they are all going to be crazy. So, when they were going for that combat of Tololing, the intruders were on the two, hills surrounding that ridge. They were following in between, traveling in between, and they were knowing that all of them would die. They said we still were enjoying, because, this was the kind of job that, people aspire to get into Indian Army. When asked about what if he is going to get hit by a bullet, Major Vikram Batra, who received the highest military, award of Param Veer Chakra, Param Veer Chakra. Major Vikram Batra, Captain Vikram Batra at that point in time said, "यार पाकिस्तान ने अभी वो गोली नहीं बनाई जो मुझे लग सकती है." I mean, that is the reason why, what Vikram Batra is all about. And you know what? And then we think of a lot of funny things as adversities. Trust me, boss, army guys are humans performing superhuman jobs because they are mentally superhumans. And that is exactly what I'm trying to do. Unfortunately, I really believe that, if you want to learn something best, try teaching it. And I wanted to learn mental toughness the best. And that is what I started teaching. So I want to learn sales best, and that is what I'm trying to do today. So what I really believe, partners, is that if you look at what are certain challenges that we as the community facing today. If you look at me, if you ask me what are the challenges that we are facing, it's all about those jargons, all about those jargons. Cash flows are stuck. There is no primary or secondary demand. Manufacture the production lines are running at a lesser maybe a lesser capacity. Why to produce when there is no demand from the market? I don't know. How will the debts are not getting serviced? I don't know how the business continuity is under threat, and all those. Trust me, if I had been a doctor, I would have really appreciated. I mean, with due respect to all the doctors, I would have really appreciated the fact that corona is the deadliest of disease. But tell me, what is not deadliest, boss? If there is no corona, there are road accidents. If there is no corona, there are heart attacks. So there's one fact that I really know. The biggest threat the moment you are born is the fact that you are going to die one day. You don't need a corona to die. There will be something else. So I mean, why not accept the fact and move on in life? Because normally I asked a lot of patients. I was doing a research for my book. The book is called 29200. Mind you, 29200 is the total number of days that we would live if we live 80 years. So while I doing a research for that particular book, I met a lot of terminally ill people, and when I asked them what is one thing that they missed, they all of them said that they missed living life. And when I ask a lot of people that do they have a bucket list, and they have a long list of things into their bucket list, I asked them if today was the last day of their life, what would they do? Will they be attending a session by Ambar Arondekar? And hundreds of all the 100 out of 100 except probably Ambar Arondekar himself would say that I'll not be doing the same thing in case today was the last day of my life. Then I asked them, what would you do if today was last day of your life? They said, we'll enjoy. So I told them, boss, why do we have to enjoy, only when we come to know that tomorrow is the last day of life? Why do we push our enjoyment to the penultimate day of life? Why can't we simply keep on doing something that we enjoy? है ना, एक साहब है, वो कहते हैं हम हैं और उनकी खुशियां हैं आजकल, हम हैं और उनकी खुशियां हैं आजकल, उन्हीं का वक्त, उन्हीं की तमन्ना, उन्हीं की याद, वक्त कितना कीमती है आजकल. So boss, find that one love affair and get involved into it. यार, there'll be no adversities in life. The love affair could be your business, love affair could be your your sport, love affair could be your country, love affair could be a purpose like what Anil sir is into. I mean, collective hunger, I really believe, is the, I mean, if ma'am is listening, she'll pardon me for this word. Collective hunger seems to be the next girlfriend that Anil sir has had. And that's the reason why he can confidently ask you guys repeatedly for this. Because in love, you do not, यार कोई सम्मान, कोई अपमान नहीं होता यार प्यार में. कोई ego नहीं होती प्यार में. The love begins when you surrender egos. And for a gentleman like him, when he talks to some, younger, less capable people than him, like me and all, and in our presence he says, boss, donate 200 rupees. I'm sure why he's able to do it. It is simply because of love. And when there is love, there is no adversity. So partners, what I really believe is, before we embark upon this journey today, further, there is a slide that would give you the caveat. And let me take you to that slide. What I really want from all, you, my friends, is I want you to, give me your opinion about what do you think of these words. If I ask you, what do you think of the words called practicality or practicability? What do you think of, you can give me your responses in chat box. Feasibility, whether it is feasible or it is not feasible. Possibility, whether it is possible or not possible. The history says, यार इतिहास गवाह है, आज तक तो ये कभी नहीं हुआ. Last but not the least, It doesn't work in my kind of business. Let me repeat these words for you once again. Tell me, what do you think of these words? I'm waiting for your answers in the chat box. What do you think of these words? You can answer me in the Q&A box as well. You know, to me, these all words are nothing else, but these words are the techniques that a human being can bonsai his own self. You know, I mean, unless and until you do a bonsai to a eucalyptus tree, it will not grow anywhere less than 60, 70 meters. That is the species. The species of eucalyptus will take it to a height of 60, 70 meters. If you don't bonsai a mango tree, it will definitely go to the height of around 35, 40 meters. But you know what? We human beings have actually attempted it. We have tried, doing a bonsai to a lot of things. But the worst bonsai that as human beings we have ever done is bonsaiing our own mindset. Bonsaiing our own mindsets. You know what? There was a Life Insurance Agency Association meeting happening at London. I met a gentleman called Mr. Terence P. O'Halloran there. Terence P. O'Halloran. Terry happens to have achieved the biggest life insurance award called Top of the Table for many, many years in life. And currently, Terry is 82 years young. I mean, he must be around 86 now. So Terry has published a beautiful book called Making Mountains Out of Molehills. You know, हम लोग हिंदी में कहते हैं राई का पहाड़. So Terry, I had read that book of Terry, and when I had the opportunity to meet the gentleman one-on-one, I was like thrilled. But I did not know what should have been my, kind of connecting line or the dialogue. How could I have initiated the dialogue with Terry? Because somebody who's such a big stalwart, when you want to, go and talk to him, you need to have something sensible. So in order to look sensible, I went to Terry and I asked him that, Terry, I've heard there's a lot of recession in the Europe. And this man, while sipping his, cup of coffee, he told me, yes, young man, there is a lot of, recession, but I have decided not to participate. And I was zapped. I was zapped at the answer given by this 82 years young gentleman who said that I understand, yes, there is a lot of recession, but I have decided not to participate. So I invite your thoughts on this, my young school going friends, my young college going friends, and you amazing industry people. I understand COVID is a threat. Have you guys decided to participate? Do we want to participate in the COVID onslaught? Do we want to participate in this, troubled, so-called troubled times of COVID? Or we have decided to combat them? Do we have the mindset that Arunima Sinha had? And in case if we have the mindset, that, what Arunima Sinha had, then probably trust me, times are best for us. The future times are best for us, not because of anything else, but history has always proven this. History has always proven this, that there is an opportunity in every adversity. There is an opportunity in every adversity. One has to have the eye for seeing it. Tough people have always converted the opportunity into a real opportunity. And we have a real big opportunity on our hand. The question is, do we see it? My dear friends, I seriously believe in whatever I'm saying. I really believe we have a tremendous opportunity on our hand. Do we see it? Now, when I say we have an opportunity, let me explain to you what it is. And today, as Anil sir has told me that there is, we are going to have some students here. So let me talk to the student community first. Let me, talk to my young friends first. What do you think are the problems that student community is facing? यार बच्चों के साथ आज क्या प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है? कौन सी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं जो हमारे यंग स्टूडेंट्स जो अभी शायद एकेडमी से बाहर नहीं आए हैं, वो क्या फेस कर रहे हैं? हमारे वो दोस्त जो अभी तक एकेडमी से बाहर नहीं आए हैं, उन्हें तो मुझे पता नहीं कि वो क्या फेस कर रहे हैं, लेकिन हाँ, शायद इस तरह का कुछ फेस जरूर कर रहे होंगे. Correct me if I'm wrong and pardon me for having some very shabby slides. A lot of students must be listening to all these, I don't know, all these things, maybe in the newspapers, maybe on the news channels, maybe on some, magazines, career, some experts, that there is no or a very low availability of jobs. lesser starting salaries. And unfortunate but truth, you go to any placement officer, not only in the COVID era, in the pre-COVID era also, largest opportunities that come to group of or bunch of freshers, they come in selling as a career. So do you believe in this, partners? No, see, pressure of exams, come on, yaar. We all have lived under pressure of exams for so many years. So by the time you come to the final years of your college or your graduation or a postgraduate course, it is not about exams, it is about finding placements. And there are a lot of people who must be telling you that, this is the most inopportune time to come and enter the corporate world, because it is very difficult to get entry. Trust me, I'll put it the other way around. Yesterday, I was going to one of my client, a prospect rather, who happens to be one of the lead, a giant general engineering company in Auto Hub near Indore, Pithampur. And the three directors, they were sitting with us. I was meeting one of the directors for the first time, and the other two directors had told me that, boss, the third one that you're going to meet is going to be a tough nut to crack. And during the discussion, when we were about to close that call and start consulting for them, this gentleman said that, Ambarji, I honestly tell you, I don't believe in the ability of consultants. I don't believe even a consultant can even change 2% of the things at my end. Now, for a lot of other people, they would have seen this as an adversity. Trust me, I told the gentleman, sir, when you tell me that you do not expect anything from the consultants, and even a change of 2% can, probably satisfy you, I think you have made my life easy. Earlier, I would have thrived to get a bigger delta, but now I know, in order to get the, best kind of comments from you, even if I'm able to get 2% of change in whatever you're doing, probably you'll appreciate my work. So partners, if you are a student, trust me, exam time, you've got loads of time to study, right? There was no need for you to waste time in commuting to the coaching classes, going to school. All that transportation or that commutation time has been saved. You could have actually focused more time on on your studies. If you are a person looking forward to expect a placement, see, placement is never a challenge for great people, good people. Now what? If you get into any kind of a corporate job, trust me, no company will expect too much from you in these troubled times. They might say. So for you, anybody who starts off in the wildest of atmosphere, right? If there is a sailor who experiences storm right in the first voyage of him, trust me, what else will he be ever challenged by? So as a student, if you really believe, I think there's no need to believe anything of this sort. We can talk about it. One thing you must realize, you cannot run away from reality. You cannot run away from reality. In order to enjoy the reality, you need to accept the reality first. And the reality is, unless and until you are extremely gifted, you are extremely, gifted in terms of the fact that you have passed out of some real great tech school or real great B school, boss, let us face this, 70% of jobs are going to be offered in selling. You join a bank, you'll end up selling insurance and mutual funds. You join an insurance company, you'll end up selling insurances. You join any other, stuff, you'll be selling one or the other thing. And trust me, just because there is no monetary transaction involved, we don't realize. But anything and everything that we do is selling. Right now, I'm trying to sell you an idea that sales is one of the biggest, boons. If you're able to master the art of selling, a lot of adversities will not remain adversities for you. So irrespective of fact, when the mother is trying to pacify a child, telling him that why should he not buy chocolate right now, boss, she has to follow a process, which is very close to a sales process. She'll have to handle objections. She'll have to probably follow a method of probing. She'll have to convince to the kid that why a chocolate is not good for his health. So whatever you're doing, whatever, trust me, sales will be part of anything and everything. So if you really believe that you as a young aspiring talent are wanting to get into the corporate world, let us face it, boss, sales will always be there at the center stage. 70% of jobs offered to freshers will actually make, would warrant you to sell. This is number one. If you ask me, let us go to people who have already been into a job, right? People who have already been into the job. what is the status of people who have already been into jobs? People who have just been into the jobs for maybe last 1 or 2 years, they are under threat of losing jobs. No much of opportunities to shift available because there's no lateral hiring happening. Pay cuts or no salaries. Heavy pressure of achieving the budgeted numbers. You meet a young professional, and these are at least 4 or 5 things that this young professional would tell you. If you ask any young professional what is it that is that he's undergoing right now, these are 4 or 5 things that I'm sure he would tell you. Tell me, are we able to talk something which is sense? Do you really believe that young professionals are undergoing all this? Salary cuts, no lateral movement possible, a heavy pressure of achieving the budgeted numbers and all. Now just imagine, boss, if you were in love with sales, what would you think? You would think there was this video where Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan, who was partnered by a gentleman called Vikas Yadav, and both of them were entering Hotel Taj in the 26 November crisis. When Major Vikas Yadav was hit by a bullet in his knee, the headquarters had ordered these guys to retreat. But Major Vikas Yadav on his video, said that when he asked Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan to retreat, Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan recited these 2 lines. I mean, I don't know, I don't trust this. But when a soldier says you have to trust it, he says, there's a line which he sung for me. He said, "Zinda rehne ke mausam kai hai magar jaan dene ki rut roz aati nahi. Husn aur ishq dono ko ruswa kare, wo jawani jo khun mein nahati nahi." Boss, you don't join Indian Army to recede. These are the tough times. And this is the time that I need to do what I was born for, what I joined army for. So you know what? In case if you believe that you are into this kind of a fix that you don't know where your corporate career is going to tell you, let me give you my angle of vision, my point of view. What I really believe is, yes, if you are a production guy and there is no demand from the market, unless and until its demand gets pushed, probably the production team is not going to find too much to do. They cannot produce to stock. I'm sure you are all finance wizards because you know Menon sir, who is a champion of finance. So you know that you just cannot keep producing and pile up inventories because your inventory levels are going to kill the organization. A lot of companies even today are trying to ensure that whatever liquidity they have, they maintain the liquidity. Irrespective of the size of the organization, people are trying to maintain the liquidity. So, yes, I know companies like Reliance have had, salary cuts. But what I want to tell you is, in case if you want to, prove the difference between boys and the men, if you want to prove to your organization that, boss, tomorrow on, today onwards, they start counting you in their list of men and not boys, I think this is the time that there's only one function which would probably have the least threat of having a job cut. At the same point in time, this is one function which would have largest possibility of getting a revision in terms of salary or an increment in days to come. I think it's nothing else, no other function. But if you are in sales, you can expect that. In case if you're part of the sales teams, you can expect to grow, because when there's some amount of pressure to achieve your numbers, you will only succeed if you are in love with selling. If you love challenges, if you love the challenges that sales as a career is going to push at you, throw at you, if you don't love them, you'll probably never be able to achieve it. So boss, those of you who have just started your careers, I think if you want to migrate to sales, there's an open invitation. I want you to understand one thing. Whatever you do, whether you are a HR guy, you have to sell job to the people who you recruit. If you are a HR guy and you want to retrain somebody, you have to, sell him the fact that, leaving this company is a better off deal for him. If you are a production supervisor, you will have to sell this idea to the people that, boss, if you produce more, you will earn more incentives. So whatever you do, there is sales in every bit of it. Now, if you are actually a business owner or a corporate house, more or less, this is what the current situation is. Poor demand. Globally, consumers are holding on to liquidity, right? यार हम लोग सोच रहे थे ईद आएगी, मार्केट में थोड़ा सा रौनक आएगा. हम सोच रहे थे रक्षाबंधन आएगा, मार्केट में थोड़ा सा रौनक आएगा. हम सोच रहे थे गणेश चतुर्थी आएगा, मार्केट में थोड़ा रौनक आएगा. But the experts still refuse to say that the markets have, kind of come back closer to it, anywhere where they were prior to March. Revenue streams are shrinking. Cost optimization is the only option. I mean, that's what experts say. An ill-informed person like me can also tell you that the other option is revenue optimization. Selling or pushing demands happens to be the only possible hope. Now, do you agree to this? Give me your honest answer. Do you agree to this? Do you really believe that cost optimization is only one option? See, if you're trying to optimize cost, I know of companies who have taken the salaries of their employees to the salary levels which were 3 years back. So now, if your employee is operating on a salary which he was getting 3 years back, what do you think is going to happen to the morale of the employee? See, when the close down was there, everybody was at standstill. Now, when the unlocking is happening, you'll need your team to fire on all cylinders. But because you are under the pressure of cost optimization, you had to cut down the salaries of your people, and because of which your team is not in the right frame of mind to go bonkers, to go all cylinders firing. What I really believe is, partners, trust me, there's only one thing that can see you through. There is only one thing that can see you through. And the only one thing that can see you through is your ability to sell. Your ability to sell. Cost optimization. See, boss, I always tell people, if you have been into the business for last 25, 30 years, and in last 4 months or 5 months, if you are not in a position to hold on to your team, there is something fundamentally wrong with your business model. There's something fundamentally wrong with our business model. All other fixed costs could have been curtailed. All other fixed costs could have been saved. All other fixed costs could have been done away with. But at least when, there's somebody who gets that salary check every month, there's a family that he feeds. There are EMIs that there's some EMI obligations. And trust me, when people, look at you as employers, boss, the respect that they have been giving to us for all those 25, 30 years, I think this called for a lot more empathetic view, a lot more aggressive view of this situation. All other fixed costs except the employee cost could have been done away with. But probably I know of some of my, Anil sir, I know some of my, SME clients here. They have, there's a particular gentleman who has slashed his team to 50%. And then a couple of days back, he called me and he invited me, Amber sir, Udaipur chalte hain. Taj Lake Palace is offering a room that they offer for 90,000 rupees a day at just 30,000 rupees a day. So it's a 1 lakh package where we're going to stay there for 3 days. And I said, boss, you know what? 1 lakh rupees given to Taj, 50,000 rupees that you'll spend on the F&B, 1.5 lakh rupees could actually feed a laborer who would have earned 15,000 rupees for a month, 10 families. So you know what, boss? It is just the mindset. Now, I think why don't we look at sales as the growth function for an organization right now? They say that the SMEs are the growth engines of the world economy. Let me tell you, sales is going to be the growth engine of any organization. Whether you are an MSME, you are you are a mid-sized company, or you are a typical large-size conglomerate. If we are able to drive demand, which is sales at this point in time, but then what is the challenge? Why people are not able to drive sales? Let me share my version with you. I could be wrong. I don't know why. I have often seen a huge amount of reluctance amongst the youth to join sales. I have seen amazing amount of reluctance in the youth to join sales. I don't know why. Boss, it is like the men in any country refusing to join army. Tell me, do you think that a country where men refuse to join army, will the country ever be safe? Will they ever be able to protect their sovereignty? God knows why. But when I tried understanding why is it that people hate selling, I got some funny things. If you want, we can talk about it. Selling is our option on the second thought. I mean, I ask a lot of salespeople when I conduct some sales training programs, yaar, sales mein aaye ho ya laye gaye ho? Are you in sales by design or you are in sales by default? And 99% of the people surrender there and then, and they say they are in sales by default. Yeah, there are no arranged love marriages. There are no arranged love marriages. You know, किसी के कहने से प्यार नहीं होता यार. और आप ऐसा भी नहीं कह सकते कि जब तक वो वाली मुझे हाँ बोलेगी तब तक मैं तुमसे प्यार करता हूं, भगा देगी भाई. But this is how a lot of people come to sales. They have come to sales because they're not finding a customer care job. They have come to sales because they're not finding an operations job. They have come to sales because they are not finding an accounting job. Unfortunate but truth. Unfortunate but truth. I don't know why. The other thing is, we need to ask ourselves, yeah, do we have a selling attitude? Do we have a sales or a selling attitude? And you know what is sales attitude? Sales attitude is simply this: boss, I can do it. Even if there is a 71%, you know, of the earth is water, I can sell even at 350 rupees a liter. Even if the bloody flight is going to, you know, take off from Indore and land up at the same airport in Mumbai, I have the guts to sell the first 4 seats by calling them business class in 4 times the price. You know, I have the guts to sell an undergarment brand like Jockey, which nobody obviously is going to wear on his trousers, for a huge premium. Boss, if you're buying a Louis Philippe shirt, cool, there is a logo on your cuff. But when you buy a Jockey, this strip of Jockey is not seen in most of the cases. But it is the salespeople who had this thought, who had these dreams. And trust me, I consider the marketing guys also part of sales, because they are. Sales is the line function, marketing is the staff function who creates the environment for sales. But you know, with due respect to every marketer, I think the hard work, you know, they say that soldiers win the war. Yes. But whenever you go and sign a treaty, it's not a soldier who goes and does it. It is the general who goes and does it. But the strength of the army is equally in the soldiers as it is in generals. So I think sales is one of the biggest things. Do we have the sales attitude, boss? Do we really believe that, yes, there is something called as can do? There is something which is beyond logic. There are so many of such things that people believe will never be sold. And they are getting sold. So salespeople, you know, they have the kind of attitude what it takes. You know, do we really believe, do we really do some effort to build some sales attitude within us? We are caught between this dichotomy. You know, people like me, trainers, they keep confusing a lot of people whether sales is a science or an art. And there are a lot of people who believe that neither they are artists nor they are scientists. You know what? There are a lot of people who keep telling you whether science is art or a science. If you believe that you're not an artist, you are out of sales as a stream. If you believe you're not a scientist, you are out of sales as a team. But trust me, our partners, let us understand this. Sales is nothing else but a process. The process of meeting people. Go see the people, go see the people, go see the people. The only method to succeed in sales is going and meeting more and more people. You know what? The globe, you know, one of the world's most notable salespeople, Zig Ziglar, says that if your success rate in sales is 20%, you're a champ. You're a champ. But yes, it is a hard work, like being in the army. It is hard work. We have been given to understand that people do not like buying. Sorry, boss. We all love shopping. We all love shopping. Yes. And trust me, in case if anyone gets an opportunity to meet a champion salesperson, boss, if you get an opportunity to meet a champion salesperson, it will be very difficult for you to forget him for the rest of your life. भूल नहीं पाओगे यार. वसीम बरेलवी साहब कहते हैं, इस कदर आशिकी में असर छोड़ जाऊंगा, तेरे चेहरे पे अपनी नजर छोड़ जाऊंगा. I mean, that is what salespeople are all about. They're so powerful people. You know, they're so charismatic people by virtue of the fact that, you know, this attitude gives you this charisma. When you have the attitude of, you know, being able to do anything and everything, and not only have the attitude, boss, these are the people who land up doing it. These are the people who land up doing it. I can give you many examples. I can give you many examples where salespeople have turned it around. What do you think IPL is, yaar? As a cricketing extravaganza. But I think this as a concept had to be sold to a lot of people before people started investing into it. So Lalit Modi was definitely a great sales guy. He may not have been a great cricketing administrator. You might ask questions there. But look at politicians. These are the people who have been able to sell you some dream, sell you some thought. So sales is going to be everywhere. But there are a lot of people who are living with this pressure that sales is a high pressure job. If I ask you, what do you think more people in the world do? Give me your answers in the chat box. What do you think more youngsters, what do they aspire to do? Do you think more youngsters aspire to be heart surgeons or they aspire to be a salesman? What do you think most people aspire to do? More people aspire to do. More youngsters, do they aspire to be heart surgeons or a doctor, or they aspire to be a salesman? You know, more youngsters that I talk to, they aspire to be heart surgeons, considering as if the heart surgery is easy. God knows, the world has told them that selling is difficult. God knows who told them that heart surgery is easy. Boss, now how do we go about it? What is the solution? See, the solution is, this is the time. Let us understand that the bottleneck that needs to be exploited in today's situation is one team which is usually the most underrated bunch of people, the sales guys. If you're a business owner, stop thinking in terms of maybe, redoing your office. Stop thinking in terms of buying that new swanky machine. Stop thinking in terms of a lot of other things. I think this is the time that we start investing upon building our capabilities in terms of selling. If your sales team had 4 people, I would rather suggest, instead of 4, get 8 people. Maybe you can reduce your costs somewhere else. Get more people selling. In case if you are being able to push the demand, in case if you are successful in pushing the demands, trust me, the sentiment in the organization would change. And also let everybody else in the existing team know, let everybody in the organization know. This is what, if Anil sir would recall, we had a CEO in Religare, Mr. Rajiv Zamkhedkar. Rajiv sir always said, his punchline was, we are all in sales. Boss, you could be a managing director of an organization. Consider yourself to be part of the sales team. You can consider yourself to be the captain. I don't mind. Consider yourself to be the captain, but consider yourself to be the part of the sales team. What have I often seen is business owners trying to, be the non-playing captain as there is in the Davis Cup tennis. Boss, non-playing captain, it can work in Davis Cup tennis. It does not work in the sales field, and particularly in these troubled times. The captain has to play. You'll have to act like Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Boss, when you are in troubled waters, walk out. Take the onslaught. You'll have to act like Virat Kohli, Muhammad Amir on fire against T20 India in T20 Asia Cup. India 4 for 3. Virat Kohli comes unbeaten, 49, and he rates it to be one of the best innings that he has played. And that is what I tell you, boss, champions are created in adversities. One essential ingredient that goes into making champions is adversity. So common people, they hate adversities. Any person who believes that he or she is the champion material, trust me, boss, your wait is over. In case if you believe that you are a champion material, your wait is over. You don't have to wait anymore. This is the time that you can look forward to graduating from a common salesperson to a champion salesperson. And sales is no art, no science. It's pure process. Find suspects, filter prospects, follow the process, go meet the people. There's a writer called Bruce Arthington. Bruce Arthington is an American strategist and coach. He talks about, if you want to succeed in sales, see the people. The only mantra available in sales, or if you want to succeed in sales, is see the people. We are all in sales and we'll have to see the people. As business owners, what can we do? As business owners, boss, we should decide not to participate into these COVID circus. I understand they are difficult times. They are difficult times. But trust me, if the captain of the ship displays fear when the ship is in storms, what will happen to the other crew? Boss, find out about this guy. Border Security Force Commandant, Chetan Cheetha. 6 months in coma. All India Institute of Medical Sciences, hit by around 6 bullets, 1 bullet in the eye. Chetan Cheetha, after 6 months, wanted to go back to his troops in the Kupwara borders, Kashmir, and wanted to lead his men. That is what it is all about, my dear friends. Now, in case, you believe, if you believe that I could be of some help, I would love to be. But for this, for the time being, my mantra is focus all your energies on selling right now. Educate your people, empower them, tell them, train them, and tell them that they can turn around not only the company, but they can turn around their life. They can turn around the company. They can turn around the society. They can turn around the negativity which is prevailing. And trust me, it is just a matter of this spark.
Ambarji.
Yes, sir.
So to summarize, before I give it to Ambarji, to summarize this wonderful session, each one of you all are in sales. You should have a selling attitude, right? I was going on typing. You should have a selling attitude, right? Whether you are an army fighter, whether you're a commando, 2% chance of survival, or you are somebody who has been thrown on the tracks of the train with your legs cut, and then you start earning millions and millions by your self-determination. It is about sales. It's about selling attitude. So what Ambarji is telling all of you all, including students and business people here, you should take charge of the situation like Mr. MS Dhoni or like Mr. Virat Kohli. It is not about Virat Kohli's double 100. It is that fact that he says even a 49 not out, even in challenging conditions, is my best thing that he says, right? Because at 49 helped my team. So what is the discussion all about here is that all of you all should develop a selling attitude. Even I sold myself. I am a finance person, but I sold myself. Whom did I sell myself to? I sold myself to my mother-in-law when I asked for my wife's hand. So I am a finance person, but I had to sell myself. So I went to my prospective mother-in-law. I said, I can take care of your daughter. These are my qualities. That's called a sales attitude, right? I'm a pure finance person, but somewhere my sales attitude came into picture. So when I was discussing with Ambarji, there were 2 things that happened. I said, how do you help all my students? One, you can do individual one-to-one, and already 3 organizations have got in touch with Ambarji. And this is Menon students, right? Basically, when I say Menon Mantra students, that means SPJ and business people are in touch with Ambarji. So Ambarji said, "Ye to main kar dunga, sir. Appointing distributor all over India is nothing like that. Helping, talking to them is nothing." Then we discussed, Ambarji, some of our students will not be able to afford your price because you can come down to some extent. You see, don't misunderstand. Somebody who charges 100 rupees, I can say, Ambarji, usko 80 kar dijiye, 70 kar dijiye. I can't say usko 10 rupees kar dijiye. So then we discussed and we said, can you come out with something which is bottom of the pyramid? Matlab, keep the price small, let the volume explode. He said, "Theek hai, sir, that's a good thought process." I said, that is what Byju's have done. They kept the price small, volume expanded. It's a different thing today. Byju also is outpricing themselves at a premium. But when they started, it was a scheme, right? So that you can test the product. Ambarji is very kind to offer such a product because he can't individually go and consult 10 people. So what he said, okay, that's a great idea. I will come out with a package which I'll price it reasonably, very, very, very reasonably, and let's see how the volume picks up. So on my personal request, we had a chat right? Amberji is a dear friend, though he calls me as my student. No way. I have learned from him. Today, when I've typed so much, I learn from him all the time. So we have coming out on my request. Amberji has prepared something for all business people. It is about sales attitude. It is about selling. So even an owner who is normally looking at something else, like my Abhishek Biani, what a guy, perfectionist like Ajay ji, perfectionist like Ajay ji, pura operation संभालता है. But can you just put that sales attitude into, he has it. Can you push that a bit? Can that come down to the finance person also? Because everybody has to sell. I'm a great teacher, but I had to sell to you all, no, to come to this package today. My Jay sir had to write to all of you all. Gajanan sir had to write to all of you all. Daya sir had to write to all of you all कि भाई आ जाओ, आपका फायदा होगा. नहीं तो आपको कैसा मालूम रहता था ये सेशन कितना अच्छा है. So keeping that in mind, now I let Amberji decide. Again, I repeat, this is basically to ensure that everybody has a sales attitude. You now don't think about negativities, think only positive. कैसा हमारा sales बढ़ा है? How do you get the income up? Okay. Now I let respected Amberji make that announcement. This is the background of this entire discussion. And if you notice, I was sending a signal. I got my son to sit here because this thing, sales attitude, can be helpful for a child also. Not only for a sales professional. So all the respected parents who have joined their kids, आपके लिए भी काम में आ सकते हैं सर. If you are in marketing or sale, आपके लिए तो काम में आएगा ही, लेकिन वो बच्चों के लिए भी थोड़ा काम में आ सकता है. If they can understand that there is something known as selling attitude. I'll just finish by saying, मैंने बजाज में इंटरव्यू दिया. When I got into the premium most management institute of our country, मैंने इंटरव्यू दिया. I was selling myself to the interviewer board. मैं बोल रहा था कि ठीक है सर, मैं इंजीनियर हूँ, मैंने ये सब किया, बजाज में आके ना मैं बजाज का भी नाम रोशन करूंगा, मेरा भी अच्छा होगा. So I was selling myself in that interview. So selling is a part of everything. In my personal life also, I have sold myself to my mother-in-law. In my professional life, when I applied to a job also, I have sold to my mother-in-law. Men in classes today, when you took admission also, we sold ourselves to you. So everywhere selling is involved. Amberji, I am very much obliged to you, sir. You have created such a package. Now I'll let you make the announcement, because I know one thing, affordability is a big factor today. So can you reduce the price and increase the volume? And Amberji has accepted that. So here it is, sir. Nikita Mehta is very, very good. She is actually a lady from the vernacular medium, but right, she has been so good that, you know, she herself built a company, sold it, and now she is an employee. Right, sir taught us life is celebration, live each day with fun and mind, and conquer the work given to us. And you conquer that if you have a positive spirit, conquer that if you have a select spirit. Amberji, over to you for your, right, for please your product announcement, which is on this auspicious day of, you know, Ganesh Chaturthi, 11 days, sir. Please, this is the first announcement. I am now starting my work of getting professionals to influence business and society. Over to you, sir.
Anil sir, thank you so much. You know, this is the exact reason why I consider you to be my guru, because before, you know, your suggestion happened, this wasn't an idea at all. But not only because of your suggestion, I was reading this book called Blue Ocean Strategy, and it said that, you know, we need to find an uncontested marketplace. So I thought, when I am telling my friends to, you know, focus on sales and build the selling bandwidth, develop their teams, train them. So I thought, how can I play my own, you know, little role into this? And this is how this, you know, new website of mine, my business website is www.theimpactlearning.com. But this new website, which has come into existence post your suggestion, is what I'm sharing here, sir. The website is called ambararondekar.com. And we have initially launched just one online course here, which we call as the Guaranteed Selling Success Foundation course. And the Guaranteed Selling Success Foundation course, there are 6 modules that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about sales, the most misunderstood career. So there are young people who understand that sales is pressure, sales is this, sales is that. I would suggest this one simple stuff will help them understand sales better. Boss, anything that you are getting easily either is worthless or not, or you know, uninteresting. Anything which is difficult to achieve is either it already either belongs to somebody else, or it is very tough to achieve. So I want you to understand that, you know, whatever misconception that people might have about selling career will be busted here in this. There is this small second video. This is an online course wherein you can, you know, buy the access to the videos and enjoy it as per your convenience. It talks about developing the sales attitude. As I said, sales is neither an art nor a science. A lot of people believe that they are not artists nor scientists. Trust me, you don't need to be anything of that. You just need to be an ardent follower of processes. So sales is a process. We have explained it in part 1 and part 2, another 30, 35, 40 minutes videos. When you are going to be in selling, you'll have to handle objections. So listening, acknowledging, probing, confirming, thanking, all this. There's a technique called LEPAC. So we talk about objection handling. Again, a 35, 40-minute video. In my opinion, the first and the last video of the entire, online module, they happen to be the most important. Why people fail despite of knowing it all. That is what is covered in the last video, which is just a 19-minute video. But trust me, sir, this is something which I consider to be the crux of everything. You know, the kind of positivity or the kind of prosperity that has come to me in last 8 years, despite of the fact that my career sprawls, spreads over 25 years. But the core that I have understood in last 5-6 years has changed my life. So I'm sharing it with people out there, that why people fail despite of knowing it all. And trust me, when we launched, when we were launching this course, the course is initially launched at a price of 9,999 rupees. But then when Anil sir, you said we need to make it little affordable. So now, the moment you go to the website, the price is yet to change on the website, but we'll definitely share a coupon code. You go try to, buy the course, and then it will give you a coupon code, which you apply there. And the course is now marketed at INR 3999. So the 6 video course, plus there are certain worksheets under it. It's a methodically planned curriculum, though I'm calling it the foundational course. So that means, guaranteed sales success intermediate course and guaranteed sales success advanced course are in pipeline. We'll surely be bringing them for anybody and everybody. But trust me, all these courses are going to be, sub 25K, all of them, put together. So that's the plan. And thank you for your suggestion. I really believe that, I'm able to bring Blue Ocean to work for not only me, but Blue Ocean strategy should work for a lot of our friends who are there with us on the call. So that's the intent. And that is what I had for all of my friends today. In case if they have any questions, I would really like to take the questions now.
So I'll be very honest. I want professionals to grow. And how do you grow? You grow by building an organization. So I want all of you, I'm personally requesting all of you to please consider subscribing to it. Those who are in board exams, 10th and 12th standard should not please come into this. Those who can afford, business people should definitely subscribe. Students can consider if their parents can afford, and I think 4,000 parents can afford. If not, no problem, right? You have already got a sense of selling skills thanks to Amberji's sessions. Okay, earlier, those who are wanting to get a glimpse of Amberji, please go to YouTube Menon Mantras. There was one session that sir did only on selling processes. For those who wanted a glimpse, those who can afford, please subscribe to it. Please subscribe to it. It's an idea that I'm saying. I'm very selfish. I'm very transparent also. Idea is very simple. You will understand something. Your employees can get something. You will get more, more income to cover your expenses. Jobs will survive. Society will thrive. That's the idea. Amberji will benefit with his knowledge. So when he says 40,000, maybe I can give him 3 clients. Now when he says 4,000, I think I can give him 3,000 clients. That is the idea. So Amberji also benefits, and I know Amberji. Moment he earns, he has shown me the charity place in Indore where he donates, and today he was so open about his own daughter. So I know Amberji personally that a part of this proceeds will go to charity. I will take some questions here. Vinod Nair sir is there. I would like to take questions. By the way, I got a response immediately from Anjayji why he is not responding. He says, very simply, he's saying, I'm in the process of setting up the electrical tariff, right? And any increase in electric tariff will hurt MSMEs. That's why I'm giving my 100% attention. Look at this. Look at the Indians that you are silent performers. Anjayji, respects to you, sir. Let's take some questions, right? And then we will say Ganpati Bappa Moria. Right, sir, they are saying one simple thing. Have you given, Anjayji's question, if price is the only criteria for customer, how can you sell to such customers? Anjayji's question to you, sir.
Sir, let me come to, one point. See, price is never an issue to the customer, only when the customer knows what is he paying for. You know what? There has to be a method to it that, you can make people buy. I mean, I often borrow this example. There is a tea sold at the roadside tea stall for 7 rupees. At the same point in time, the tea also is sold by Hotel Taj Lens End at 550 rupees. The cutlery or the crockery can make the difference, but at the end of the day, it is a tea. And you can, if you can design the right kind of strategy, you can sell anything and everything at the price that you want. In case if Anjay ji can probably speak to me one on one, I can probably talk to him at length. But you just see, it's not, the game is not about the product supremacy. The game is always about the perception supremacy. I can give you an example, sir. Recently, I was called by a body called FORTI, Federation of Rajasthan Trade and Industry. It will not be fair for me to name who was the other person invited. They had invited one other gentleman who happens to be having many more followers on YouTube, almost some 100 million followers on YouTube the gentleman has. After the session, the 40 guys told me that, sir, probably what you said made more sense, because we simply don't need just motivation. So, if you are able to tell the person about the quality that you are going to bring in, or the uniqueness that you're going to bring in, price is never an issue. We all know that. I mean, had that been the issue, probably the Mercedes, Audis, and the BMWs of the world would not have sold. The Moblans and the Rolex and the Tag Heuers of the world would not have sold. So, in fact, I would put it the other way around to Anjay ji. Any common human being aspires to buy something which is costly. I mean, you will always have a dream to buy a Rolex. You'll never have a dream to buy maybe a Timex, because you will always be having bought a Timex. So if you are able to, put the right kind of positioning tag onto your product, don't worry. People will try and earn and save to buy what you are producing. So price is never a problem.
And I want all the students to please thank Jay sir, Reshma miss, Gajanan sir, Henry sir, Daya sir, Sheetal miss, Chirag sir, because you are getting this exposure at this young age in life. If I would have got this exposure in my 8th or 9th or 10th standard, life would have been much more easier for me. I could have possibly risen further. Okay, I'm so happy all of you all came on a Sunday, Ganesh Chaturthi day. All of you students came, you attended a lecture, you understood that there is something known as selling attitude. Business people have come, they have understood that there is a sales process. Today we launched the first product. I'm so happy, right? So this is the purpose of Dr. Shrikant, my guru, right? Serve society through business, serve society through business. He says that in India, business people are looked upon like some East India company. Okay, they are not. They add value to society. Today, I bridged a professional to business. Please consider buying this product. It is definitely affordable for business people. 4,000 is nothing much. And I can guarantee if you go through it, you will love it, right? And those who want to get in touch with Ambarji directly, like next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give Anjayji's number to Ambarji, Ambarji's number to Anjayji. For a change, I will request Ambarji to call Anjayji, because Anjayji is somebody I respect a lot, okay? And he should be helped, okay? Yes, the special offer is, just type special offer, and the website, again, I repeat, is, I have typed it myself there, ambararundekar.com. ambararundekar.com. I'm going to now put it on the Telegram group also. Thank you, dear students, for coming in. I can see kids like Gayatri, right? Tanvi, Samaya, Pratham, right? Some 10th standard students, Aditi, God bless you, right? Aditya, right? So many good students here, learning so much new. I'm sure they're sitting with their parents. Thank you for their parents also for encouraging. Their parents are sitting there and attending with the kids. I'm so happy. Thank you, Ambarji, that you have spent your time here, right, with us. Right, I just will take 2 minutes. I want to again appreciate Dr. Vinod Nair, right, Anjayji, right. All this, if you want to, Abhishek Bianix, Karamveer, right, students from Menon's EduWorld, right, their teachers who are encouraging them to come on, कुछ नया सीखो. Sunday को 1.5 घंटा दो, लेकिन नया कुछ सीखो. Textbook से नया कुछ सीखो. I just want all of you all to please chat. How are you enjoying this experience? All of you all, please give your feedback. Ambarji, thank you very, very much. God bless you. Your product will make a difference, sir. Itna hi bolna hai. And right, God bless. I'm giving you some numbers. All of you all, नया सीखिए स्टूडेंट्स, बोर्ड एग्जाम वाले स्टडीज में कॉन्सेंट्रेट कीजिए, लेकिन 1.5 घंटा संडे नया सीखिए. 8 स्टैंडर्ड, 9 स्टैंडर्ड, 11 स्टैंडर्ड के बच्चे नया सीखिए, राइट. 7 के भी बच्चे नया सीखिए. बिजनेस पीपल कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन बिजनेस. वी हैव टू रॉक. We can't let our employees down. We can't let our society down. Thank you, Amber sir. I'm so happy you launched. Yours is the first thing that I've done. Next, I'm going to start some movement in Telegram where I want more and more business to happen. Right? Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you so much,
Ganpati
sir.
Bappa Moria. Amberji,
It was
final word is yours, sir. Please.
It was an absolute blessing again to be part of your August team, and I look forward to remaining in touch with all of them. And thank you so much for granting me so many opportunities to be talking to them and signing off for the day with Ganpati Bappa Moria. Krishna, pleasure meeting you, sweetheart, again. Thank you,
And
sir.
there is one more silent performer, Shanti Ma'am, Hunger Collective, mother of a 3-year-old, constantly helping us without any complaints, reminders. Thank you, Shanti Ma'am. Thank you, Shanti Ma'am. Thank you, Amberji. Thank you all, dear students. God bless all of us. Thank you. Jai Shri Ganesh. Thank you.